Hey, what's going on, TikTok? Where y'all at? What you doing? My hands are dry. Gotta put on some lotion. Hey, Desiree, how are you? How's everyone doing this evening or this morning, depending on where you are in the world? Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Doing a quick energy check. Touch base with y'all. See how things are going. Thank you, Elle, for the likes. Hey, Derek. How are you? Hey, Jess. I'm going to see if a few more people will jump on in, and then I'll open up with a collective reading, okay? Earlier before I came on, Spirit was like, get yourself a pen and paper. So I'm wondering what they wanted me to bring that for. But we'll see what goes on. It's a beautiful night. It's 9:30 where I'm at. Let's see if we can get a vibe going. How's everyone doing tonight? Pete Davidson. He's a weird looking little dude. No disrespect. Oh, goodness gracious. Ramada, Sarah, what's going on, you guys? I'm going to start with one already flew out. I'm going to start with a reading for the collective just to get a vibe of the room. The first card that fell out was the King of Pentacles. I'm hearing that song, money, 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 money. All right, I'm going to pull 5 cards. Ace of Swords. Let me do that better for y'all. Ace of Swords. 3 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. A lot of success, a lot of money, a lot of, I'm hearing Rick James say, it's a celebration. So for the collective, it looks like you all are coming into some good times. I'm hearing, why am I hearing so much music? I'm hearing that song. This was before, my time, but it was like, we're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna have a good time. That's the song that I'm hearing as I'm looking at this spread. Basically, with the first 3 cards, that's our general message. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. So this is like your friends getting together and celebrating. This is information of success, reward, abundance, okay? And then the King of Pentacles is like the ultimate, like, for me, I see him as Mr. Moneybags or the monocle dude on Monopoly. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are, for those of you who are moving into like entrepreneurship, you're opening up a new business, you're like starting from scratch. You are being encouraged by spirit right now to make sure that you remain grounded. Okay, so if you need to start practicing some form of meditation in order to keep your mind calm and clear, then that is something that you need to start doing like immediately. Okay, spirit is also encouraging you to be open to receiving like be open to receiving assistance for the benefit of your company, of your it's like someone is trying to offer you information on how you can do either something better or how you can gain access to something, like maybe access to additional fundings or things like that. So be open to receiving that information. And while you're going through building this business, remind yourself to acknowledge your wins just as much as you acknowledge your losses, and celebrate your wins. You know, like if you set a goal, then allow yourself to celebrate once you have completed the goal. Okay? So say if one day you're like, okay, my goal is to finish my website, you know, by a certain date. And you get to that date, or even prior to that date, your website is completed, it's live, you have your domain, all of that good stuff. Celebrate. Pat yourself on the back. Acknowledge the greatness that you've just, created, right? You don't want to always keep focusing on the negative things, because sometimes within the negative things that happen, or even like the I guess if you receive a no about something, learn the lesson from within that so that you know what not to do in the future. What I'm seeing is someone trying to, like you're working at the computer, you're trying to complete something, but whatever it is that you're working on, like the program just is not working. You later find out that, and you get like really, really upset about it, like obnoxiously upset about the situation, and it's like you're blaming yourself. Spirit is saying don't do that. Understand that the program might not be working because it's a program, right? It's not your issue that you have to, that it's not your issue, so you do not have to worry about it. So there's not a lot of need to focus on something that you cannot control. Let it go, and focus on the positive things that are happening within whatever you're trying to create. Okay? Now, our spirit message is the Queen of Pentacles. The angels, spirit guides, ancestors, all those good folks, right? They're encouraging you to take care of yourself during this whole situation. Don't forget about your home duties, and be the best. Like, what I'm seeing is someone who is nurturing. Not only are they nurturing their business, but they're nurturing like their home life, their family. They're remembering the that the reason that they even decided to step out on their own and create a venture such as this is for the love that they have for their family and wanting to be able to provide for them. You know, like they want, this is somebody with children. They want their child to be able to have the like best education, right? Whatever that looks like to you, right? They want their child to just be able to enjoy their childhood and be happy and joyous, okay? Now, what Spirit wants us to focus on, right, is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is like notoriety, success, whatever that would look like to you. Maybe some like fame within the digital world or social media, or if you're a blogger, or if whatever you do, there's some type of notoriety and fame that is coming to you. So it's, excuse me, the spirit guides are basically saying to me that whatever you are working towards, know that you are successful. They're telling me to remind y'all of the law of assumption, right? So if you assume that you're already successful, if you assume that your business is booming, if you assume okay, let me just pause for a minute. Lyric Johnson, I am giving a collective reading right now. You're going to have to wait your turn, hun. Just like everyone else is waiting. When I started this live, I said that I am giving a collective reading. And even if I wasn't giving a collective reading and someone had asked me to do a reading for them and that's what I am doing, then that's what I'm doing. Okay? I'm not trying to come off to you like as an overbearing mother, but it's kind of rude if you hear me, right, giving a reading and I'm holding up cards and I'm, trying to provide information that could be helpful to someone. You don't need to bombard me with all these questions. I'll get to you when it's your turn, okay? All right, thank you, sweetie. So yeah, just focus on the law of assumption and know that your business, whatever you're trying to work on right now, is going to be successful. It is successful, right? Practice the law of assumption. If you don't know what the law of assumption is, it's basically saying that you get what you already practice that you are. Like, so whatever you're assuming that you are, that's what you will get. So if you assume that you are a successful business owner, then you'll be a successful business owner. Okay? All right, now, if anyone would like to leave a donation of $7 or more, send it to my Cash App. You'll jump to the top of the line for your one-on-one reading. Okay? Otherwise, I'm going to open up the comment section to answer your questions. Okay? So if you want a reading, and you've already like asked your questions up at the top, just leave the question again, okay? Type it again, and I will pull a card or two for you to give you your answer, okay? Lolo, you're asking, will I go out with my husband this weekend? Did you guys plan a date? Plan a date and you guys might be able to go out. You got to talk to him about that. Raphael. Did Sharita block me so she can have time for the next man? Why do you automatically assume that it's for another man? Like, maybe she blocks you just because you're annoying and she doesn't want to talk to you, or she doesn't want to deal with you, or maybe you hurt her so badly that she's like, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Some of these questions, y'all, I'm not going to have to pull cards for them because I just go off of what Spirit is telling me, or, you know, just going off of my intuition. Sometimes it's not always about other people. Sometimes it's literally just you. Like, the call is coming from the house. You're the common denominator. You are the problem. Does that make sense? Thank you so much for the heart, Margie. I appreciate you. It's not always somebody else. Isabella, does Xander really want me? In what way? Does he want you to, like, I'm being shown the girlfriend who's doing all the wife duties without the ring and the house and the vows. So in what way are you asking, does he want you? Because, and just, you know, let me know if this resonates with you or not, but it kind of seems as if, Isabella, you are doing a lot for this dude. So it's really, it's like, how can I say that? And I want you guys to know, like, I'm not trying to be like a jerk in any way. But it's just like, what is the term that they say? Why go buy the milk when you have the cow at home for free? You know what I mean? So you're already giving him all the things that he wants. So yeah, he wants you, like, you know, it's like you're not really making him work for it. You're just like doing wife stuff. And I don't even, and correct me, you know, let me know in the comments, but is it like, did he even ask you to do any of that? Okay, like, for example, what I'm seeing is a young woman going to a man's apartment or house. All I see is that a woman is walking into a man's home, like their front door, and you're seeing that it's a mess, so you just start cleaning up the house. And it's like the first time that you've been there. Or you like clean out the refrigerator and he didn't ask, or he wasn't working on it and you like went to assist, you know? It's interesting. I'm curious, right? This is how I'm thinking that you would even get the answer on if he truly wanted you romantically, is if you stop doing all of the things that you're doing and start putting, I don't want to call it demands. So let's say setting your boundaries and letting him know, like, you know, like, I can't do this for you anymore because I don't have the commitment, you know. I don't know. You know, I've lived a pretty interesting life and I've dated a lot of men. And I'll tell you this, once you start doing the wife stuff, like all the other like marriage and things like that, like they kind of like, not all of them, but a lot of them like forget that that's even something that needs to be taken into consideration because they're already getting like wifely duties. Shoot, you should make him prove his love to you. Instead of you showing how devoted that you are by cleaning his house, make him show how devoted he is to you. Ask your guides what you need to do in order to do that. Say, give me clarity on what I need to do in order for whatever this name is. What do you call it? to show me that he truly wants me as his mate and partner and wife. If that's even what you want, you know what I mean? But then I'm telling you, then the universe is the universe, God, whoever whatever term you use, then the universe will start making you see stuff, right? They'll make it happen. All right, I hope that helps you, okay? I wanted to know if we will go out last minute because things have been hard recently. Okay, so Lolo, if you're still here, just chill out. Chill out a little bit and don't, how can I say this? Like, don't do last minute stuff. If things have been hard, like maybe y'all just need a break. Shoot, maybe you even just need a little break to go out with the homies, you know what I mean? But don't do like last minute stuff. That kind of shows that you just are, and not trying to be rude in any way, but that can really show that maybe you're desperate. Like you're just willing to go whenever this person says that they're ready, you know, without any I guess premeditated plans. Feel me? Justice. To be causing us problem as well. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm sorry about that. Gisela. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And thank you so much for the gifts. Well, I'm just going to call this person A. Reach out soon. I don't believe that they will. I'm getting this feeling that they do not feel like talking. And it's not necessarily they just don't feel like talking to you. Like just in general, they do not feel like talking. Maybe something is going on with them and they're just like taking a step back to try to the best way that I can express it is to gain better clarity on a situation. Okay? So maybe like if you don't hear anything by like, I would say at the latest next Wednesday, then, you know, depending on your relationship, reach out to them just to check in to see if they're okay. Nella, does my husband love me? Oh. I'm seeing someone who's extremely stressed out and needs a break. But I'm not sure if this is your husband's energy that I'm picking up on. But I'm seeing someone like walking down a hallway. Excuse me. Walking down a hallway and they're just really stressed out. They're kind of like overburdened and overwhelmed. And sometimes when people are stressed, they may not be able to separate their outside stressors from like their home, and they may not even realize that they're doing it, and they may not be as like, you know, physically affectionate. So it's not that there's any love lost or anything like that, but either one of you or both of you is just stressed out and there's like a disconnect there, but there's no I'm not seeing or getting the idea that there's any type of like emotional or feelings that have been lost. Okay. Jolie, if you're still here, will there be a new love entering my life? It's like yes and no. no, it's not going to be like somebody very, very soon. It's going to be more like you taking care of yourself better. Like you're falling in love with yourself. Like you are the new love to you. I'm getting like you like do an update or an upgrade on yourself, and you just start seeing yourself as more worthy or more deserving of better things. So you start doing better for yourself, even if it means like, eating more green vegetables or leafy vegetables. You start doing something to show that you love yourself. Justice, talk to me too. I'm not sure what you're asking. Loan. Will Jason reach out again? Possibly, maybe. Like if it was yes, it's not no, it's maybe. This is one of those situations where like the correct path has to be opened in order for everything to work out properly. Diane, will I hear from Mark soon? I'm seeing someone with a sweet tooth. I don't think okay. It's not that you won't hear from Mark soon, but what I'm getting is that Mark is not necessarily right for you like right now. Either there's something that you don't like, maybe you've already like noticed a red flag with him, or there's something with him, and or there's something with him in like the emotional intelligence area that he's not really it's like he's just sorry, he's not emotionally available. Like he wouldn't be able to provide you with what you need in order to feel like you're respected and loved in the relationship. Like right now, like, it's not the best match right now. Maybe later on in the future, 6 months, a year, maybe. But like right now, today, nah. Kat, will Tyler come back? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you really. It's weird. It's not that you. It's it's weird because I'm getting this feeling that you're kind of like, if he comes back, cool. If he doesn't, cool. Like I'm still gonna live my life. Which, thank you so much for the heart. Which is it's really cool. Like you just like, I don't know, I'm getting this feeling of like a nonchalantness, but you're just asking the question just to like see if it'll happen, or to kind of get a heads up so you can like put on a smile. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that even makes sense to you, because that's what I'm picking up. I mean, but it's kind of like if he does or if he doesn't, it's like no skin off your back. Nick, we have chemistry, but I'm frustrated with the lack of communication. Should I stop pursuing? Okay. I don't like that you left me these 4 questions. Like you literally typed the question 4 times back to back to back. And I don't like that. I'm literally going down the list and I'm getting to everybody. I'm letting you guys know right now. You do not have to spam me. You don't. You don't have to. Okay? So, Nick, we have chemistry, but I'm frustrated with the lack of communication. Should I stop pursuing? I would. There's no communication. Like, if this person doesn't communicate with you and you don't communicate with them or whatever, why are you wasting your time? Put yourself first in that respect. Diane, will I hear from Mark again? I already answered that. Ava, will you try to fix your relationship? Yes, I definitely would recommend having a third party, like therapy. Okay. Vinny. Should I quit 4M or should I wait? I don't know what 4M is. Is M a person or is that a job that you're at? What, and if it's a job, what is your plan? If you quit, you're not going to get unemployment. Are you going to start a new business? Or like if it's a job, is it like the worst job ever that you've ever had and you're like, I do not care. I will be homeless, you know? All right, I'm trying to find my spot. Okay. I'm trying to get back to the spot, y'all. I apologize. Some of you guys literally wrote the same question 1,700 times. So as I'm going through these comments, trying to find out where I'm at, I keep seeing your question over and 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 over again. And so now I can't get to these people. All right, so I'm just going to start with Kelly, where you're asking, will Mohammed come back to me? And I think you need to start pursuing other people and not wait for somebody to decide how much of a gift you are. May, will KO come over tomorrow? I'm sure they will if you invite them over, if they don't already have plans. So Vinny, I had stopped with you about quitting wherever. If you don't have a backup plan and this is a job, I wouldn't quit. If you can hold out for a few more weeks, like at least 3 months, and make a plan and get some savings together, then do that. But if you're quitting on behalf of somebody else, like, I don't understand that type of thinking. So if you can share with me in the comments a little bit, provide me with a little bit more information so I can have some clarity, then I'll be able to provide you with an answer. All right, I read Ava's. Thank you so much, Sharon, for the hearts. I really appreciate it. The hearts are adorbs. Will I win the Fab 40? Sharon, you're asking, will I win the Fab 40 competition? I feel like you already have. You've beat everybody out on life. Michaela's asking, does Jamel or Jamal think or miss me often as much as I do? No, you guys don't have the same, like, you all are not the same in, like, in your emotions and in your mind. And your mind, okay? So Michaela, like, you're the feminine energy, okay? So you're the just okay. I'm not even going to be technical with you, all right? Women and men are different. We do not think the same. We don't do things the same, you know. We just don't. So you're like, so if I'll give you an example, like, let's just say you're thinking about Jamel at 8 a.m. every morning. He probably is not. He, you know, he might be thinking about you at 3 p.m. Whatever. You know, like, it's not the same rate of things that this there is no human being that is, like, completely the same. So if you're asking me, does he miss you? Yeah. Does he think about you? Yeah. But it's not the same exact way that you miss and think of him, because in your heart space emotionally, you guys just do things differently. I hope that makes sense. Blessing. Does Mad miss me so much that he's tempted to contact me soon? Here's the thing. When a man... Okay, well, I don't even know if Mad is a man. But I do get very masculine energy. So what I will say is that those with a more masculine energy tend to go for exactly what they want. So if they want something, they're going to go for it. They're going to, like, find their way to make it happen. So I'm not saying that Mad doesn't miss you, but what I'm saying is that you would have received a call much, much sooner, unless this person is in a place where they don't have immediate access to, like, a landline phone or a cell phone, to where they can't text you. Maybe they're at work. Maybe, I don't know. I keep seeing, like, are they called rigs? Oil rigs, and they're, like, out in the middle of the ocean or something like that. So yeah, if this person isn't in a place where they have immediate access to those things, then there might be some times that you're going to have to wait. Otherwise, if they do have immediate access, then I would think that this person would have called sooner, and you wouldn't be asking me this now. Okay, Jaya, you're asking, or Jaya, you're asking if the connection is over. No, there's something in the mix that is bringing y'all back together. Does Ratish love me? Like, in love with the heart, romantic? No. Like, really, really likes you, really appreciates your company? Yes. Fell, is Jeffrey worried about my situation right now? The feeling, the energy that I'm getting is, like, very like, very nonchalant. Like, I don't... Okay, and let me know in the comments where we're at here, because it feels like this situation, like, I don't know, like, it gets him Is it weird for me to say it gives him an opportunity to get away? I don't know. Let me know if that's jiving with you in the comments, okay? Hi Shay, how are you? Oh, this girl. Okay, I'm just trying to find where I left off. Alright, so someone is asking, Keegan wanted me back and I ignored him. Do you think it's a good decision? I'm now confused. You followed your intuition. Your intuition is like the best your intuition is like literally the best psychic you can ever have. Your intuition guides you to your most highest and greatest good. So if your gut told you to ignore him, then there's a reason for it and consider it a blessing. Therese, is Bobby being faithful to me? I'm being told to ask you to define faithful. And what would you consider cheating? Like, is having a work wife cheating? Like, where you have an emotional bond with someone, but there's no, like, dating or actual, like, flirtation or any type of intimacy. You just are just really, really close people at work. Faithful is such a strong word. Maybe loyal. Is he loyal to you? I'm getting the with the question rephrased with the word loyal. I'm getting that he is, like, now, but maybe before, like, he wasn't, or he almost wasn't. It's a weird vibe. It's a weird vibe that I'm getting. I would just tell you to, like, keep your eye open, right? And listen to your intuition. Follow it and trust it. And ask questions. Don't be afraid to communicate, okay? Do not be afraid to communicate. Javante, will the transaction I have tomorrow be successful? Make sure that you have read all the paperwork, all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted. Make sure that you've done everything that you're supposed to do. Make sure that you've read everything, like frontwards and backwards, upside down, and the fine print. I'm seeing someone with a magnifying glass looking at a document. Just make sure that you've done everything that you were supposed to do. And if it's not successful, then it's going to be on the other party's back. Okay? All right, I'm just going through the questions, okay? Just give me a moment, y'all. Okay. This is weird. I'm not sure what this question means, so I'm gonna skip it. Taylor, will I find love soon? I mean, we all want to be loved. I think that before you expect someone to pour into you, you should definitely begin pouring into yourself, meaning that you're doing the things that you are doing the things that you see. How can I word this? It's not coming out right. Love yourself. Do things that show you love, right? So for example, if going to TJ Maxx makes you feel happy and loved, then start taking yourself to TJ Maxx. If I don't know, if going on walks makes you feel happy and loved, then do that. Show yourself love and make sure that you are, I'm hearing the words functional. I'm hearing the words self-esteem, high self-esteem, self-care, self-love. Make sure that you've set the foundation for how you expect someone to love you, right? As you show yourself more love, then someone will see that you are of love. That's interesting. Love yourself more so that people can see that you are of love, and it's like the love will come to you because that love wants to be that person wants to give their love to you, and they want you to return that love to them because they see how much you love yourself, because of how you treat yourself, because of how you speak to yourself, because of the fact that you are compassionate to yourself. Okay? I hope that makes sense and it resonates with you. But once you start doing right by you, then the love that you are to get from somebody else will come soon thereafter. Alana, will I find my person eventually? My spirit guides are telling me that I need to tell you that your person is actually going to find you. So they said start practicing going to places that you usually don't go to. So if you don't usually like go to Home Depot, start going to Home Depot. Things like that. And somebody will find you. Okay? Dipsy, will Andrew and I be in a relationship? It's not even like possibly. It's kind of like, yeah, sure, okay. Like whatever you want. I'm feeling this from somebody. Whatever you want to do. Whatever. It's like you'll be in a relationship, but it's not necessarily how the relationship won't be how you want it to be or to go. It won't be of your standard. Kim, will Philip try to reconcile? I don't see that happening. Okay. Callie, you're asking, do I overthink how others see me as a person? do you do you can you tell when you're overthinking and when you're not overthinking? Like this is this I guess my question to you would be, um do you feel like you're anxious? Do you feel, like what's the word I'm looking for? Ruminating over people and their actions and their words towards you? That's my question for you. Because a lot of the times when it's like when someone is overthinking, they may have some type of like issue with anxiety. Shanice, does my long distance boyfriend Jay bring home a girl at night and can't call me, or is he just tired? I'm speechless right now because it's I always say this, you guys, listen to your own intuition, right? Listen to your own intuition. Communicate with your partners to find out what's going on. How long and then the questions that I have is like, how long distance are you, and is that really worth it for you? Like at your position that you're at in life right now, is having a long distance boyfriend like really something that's beneficial to you? If you're at home worrying about if he is with some other chick at night, and like you're not able to have fun and do the things that you want to do, you know? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm not trying to deep dive into your whole romantic life. I'm just curious. Alexandra, has Lester lost interest in me? No, not necessarily. But I think Lester might have not other people in his life, but just like other things going on that he holds as a priority right now. Rona, you asked, will a BB speak to his family soon? I don't see anything with that. I don't get a feeling. I don't see anything of it being yes or no. So I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I don't see anything in regards to that. And it might be because like I don't have permission to tap into his energy like through, how can I express it? Right? So because him speaking to his family doesn't really have anything to do with you, so there's not necessarily like an emotional tie that I'm able to tap into to get anything in this instance. So that could be why, or I might just be blocked from seeing that because it just may not be your business if he speaks to his family or not. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. I'm just telling you like how things work for me as an intuitive, okay? So I apologize. I can't give you anything more on that. Sorry, y'all. The screen like updated. Okay. Ms. Unique, how are you doing? Shonda, will Kevin want to reconcile? I believe so. It's just going to take some time. Umi, will I be in a healthy relationship soon? Yes. But it would behoove you to heal from any type of trauma. Even if it's just as little as like the lack of a relationship with a parent or something like that. There's some type of, and forgive me, but it's like there's some type of like blockage that really keeps you from loving the way that you want to love because of something that happened to you in your childhood. And it's not necessarily like any type of like abuse or anything like that, but you just went through some things emotionally, you know, and it's kind of like stunted your ability to love the way that you want to. Crystal, will I get a job soon? This is so weird. I'm getting, does she even really want to work? Like, there's something that she really, really wants to do, and she does not want to work. So, whatever that is that you really, really want to do, maybe you can start actively investing in that and see if you can turn it into, if not a full blown like entrepreneurial type situation, but even if it's just like a hobby, like something where you like maybe sell something on Etsy. But allow your like creative energies to flow while you're going through the process of like filling out the applications and sending your resumes and all of that, okay? But either way, if you create something on your own or if you are looking for a job, just stay focused on whatever you truly want and it's going to come to you. Now, jobs, there's millions of jobs, but right, no one's hiring. Like, at least that's how it seems things are going in the United States. So I'm just going to encourage you to just keep going at it and don't give up. Okay? Okay. So the chat, the comment area just updated. So let's see where we're at. Some of these questions I'm not going to answer because I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Like, I'm not going to waste my energy answering certain questions. I feel like, not that I'm better than anyone, but I just think that some of these questions are, I don't know, like a legitimate hoax. Like, I don't I don't know how to say it, and I don't want to come off like I'm being mean or superficial or like I'm a jerk, but you know, like if something isn't worth your time, then you're not going to put your energy into it. And I think that should go for everyone, right? And I'm especially not going to answer your guys' questions if you're spamming me 1,511 times asking me the same ridiculous question. And you know that it's ridiculous because if you're a grown up, you know what questions are ridiculous or not. That's me being judgy, right? But you're asking me the same question. And I keep telling it like over and over and over and over again. Like I'm not having it. And okay, let me kind of do a little like religious conviction spiel. If you are a religious person and you believe that tarot cards or any type of divination are demonic and evil, first I want you to know that you're in the wrong place, and your comments, like, just keep scrolling, because even like Jesus would even show love. Also, I just want to remind you that Jesus Christ was able to raise Lazarus from the dead and the unnamed widow's son from the dead. He practiced necromancy. Technically, that would be witchcraft. Did I blow your mind? Ooh! Cut it out. If you don't like it, get out. All right, let's get back to these comments. All right, so Crystal, we chatted. Pretty Gal Kita, will I get married to Tony? I'm seeing someone dancing in like a gray and white, or like a gray vest, gray pants, like at a ceremony. But is it Tony? I don't know. It could be your wedding, but it may not be with Tony. So can I just say that yes, you will get married? Since I don't know what Tony looks like, I can't tell you that it's going to be Tony, but I know that you're going to get married. Nope. Blocked. How is Jay doing? They're just doing. Well, okay, like Jay is not even thinking about you. So you need to stop thinking about them and like move on. Jess, will me and Jeffrey end up together? How can I say this? Try going on some dates with some other people before you finalize any plans with Jeffrey. Kind of see what else is out there. Jessica, does C still care about me? Of course. Alright. You're welcome, Umi, if you're still on the live. Okay, let's see. Nikki, will Steve get out of his depression soon? That's something that he's going to have to totally work at on his own, and I do not even feel comfortable with trying to tap into that. Like, that is a no-go. Okay, so all of these are literally just you guys spamming me with the same question. So I'm going to drop down to the bottom of the comment list. Hey, Divine Moonlight, how are you? Thank you so much. I flat ironed I flat ironed. So I totally feel like it's kind of like giving like super Morticia Adams vibes, and I'm here for it. Tammy, does Andrew think of me often? Yeah, a few times a day. Blue Lotus, will I get the position that I applied to the other night? I'm feeling like the interview process in itself is going to be so ridiculous and unnecessary. Like, that's what I'm feeling. So it's not even like about you getting the job. You're going to be like, after that whole interview process, you're going to be questioning, do I like still even want to work here? Jeez Louise. Nicole, thank you so much for all your gifts. Christy, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate that, y'all. Brittany, will my husband Rod and I reunite soon? Okay, so with you and Rod, Brittany, I highly suggest you guys go to therapy and you guys work that out accordingly. Take take that and receive it however it resonates with you. And just understand that whatever happens within the relationship is a new opportunity for you, a new chapter for you. So if there is reconciliation, just know that you need to be starting everything like anew. Okay? And if you all truly forgive, then you're not going to be holding certain things over each other's heads. You're going to just move on. Okay, you're going to forgive and you're going to move on. That's not saying that you're going to be an idiot and like forget what has transpired, but you're just going to move on and you're not going to like focus on it anymore. Okay? Patricia, I offer spiritual mentorship and guidance. You can go to my profile and you can schedule a one-on-one appointment with me there. Gabriella, is Robert playing with my feelings? He's not doing anything that you're not allowing him to do or get away with. Dana, will I get married next year? I don't see that happening for you. Erica, will I pass my road test tomorrow? I'm being told, make sure you wear your glasses. That sounded like a grandmother to me. So make sure you wear your glasses. Okay? Tia, can the spell I did on myself and Jay be reversed or broken? Yep. If you... I'm laughing because it's ridiculous, right? But if you put a spell on somebody, you better know how to be able to undo that spell. Like, like, and I say this all the time, like, I would never ever do a love spell on myself, on anyone or anyone else, or for anyone else, because let me tell you, someone who is put under in a love spell, right? with love spells, from my experience, you have to feed it. Like there's things that you have to like continuously do to make sure that it keeps going. And there have been episodes, incidents where someone has come out of that spell and they were literally I don't even know the word to explain it, but they were deranged, and they really really hurt the other person, not just like in a physical way, but like psychologically there was damage done. So I say this with any person, anything, any kind of love spell, magic, conjure, root work, witchcraft, whatever it is that you practice or are trying to learn how to practice. If you don't know how to undo the hex, then don't do the hex. Does that make sense? Because you will truly mess things up. All right, let's go on down to the bottom of the comment section. Excuse me. Oops, y'all, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bottom. I lost my spot. I hate that. All right, Jasmine, will Deshaun ever reach out to me? EB, will Carlos and I reconcile? Oh, okay, wait. Jasmine, yes. Possibly by Saturday. EB, yes, but it's going to take time. I'm suggesting to you through the recommendation of my spirit guides. What they're showing me is someone testing the water. They have their big toe out they have their big toe out. They're at Lake Minnetonka and they are testing the water to see how warm or how cold it is. So you are being encouraged to like do this reconciliation thing like real slow, real careful, and think. First of all, listen to everything that he says. Watch everything that he does. Make sure that his words and his behaviors are matching. Okay? And then use your third eye, use your discernment, and use your intuition to make the final decision on if you want to move forward or not. Nikki, does RN ever think of me? I'm getting an energy that there was like they moved on. Sandra, will I have a relationship with Jason? A friendship. Thank you, Jasmine, for sharing the live. Anna, will a company purchase my property? Possibly. I'm being shown that some cleanup needs to be done. Like there's some like metal scrap or something that needs to be cleaned up. Excuse me. I wish these messages were time-stamped. Nicole, are you still here? You had said that the reason that you guys are not together is because he's incarcerated. Were you the one that you were the one that was asking about the long distance relationship? And he's incarcerated. Are you guys, and he's your boyfriend? The only time that I would even recommend someone being in a relationship with someone who's incarcerated is if they are your spouse. For better or for worse, that by no means would I ever be like, oh yeah, stand. Because it's literally like you're in jail too. But I mean, it's your life. Do what you want to do. But yeah. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's see. Hey Asma, how are you? Alright, let's see. Nikki, does Rick ever think of me? Sometimes. That was real, thank you. You're welcome. Will me and Gary get into a relationship? Yeah. I do see that happening for you. I see two people like working out at the gym with each other. So I don't know if you guys already do that or if it's something that you guys are interested in doing. I think that that would be something really good, a really good activity for you all to do with each other. Is going to the gym or like working out or doing some type of activity that's like physical and healthy is something that you guys would really do well together. Stephanie, when will Brad and I reconcile? As I'm seeing Homer Simpson sitting on the couch, and I heard someone whisper, as soon as Brad gets off his lazy A. So, yeah. Once he decides that he... You got... Okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the pictures that I'm being shown. So basically, like, the reconciliation could be happening now, but Brad is like taking his time. Why am I saying his name like that? Brad. Which that kind of concerns me if he's a lazy person and doesn't like to take initiative. That would really concern me when it comes to a relationship. Like it's as if he is waiting for you to say, okay, let's try to work things out, instead of him taking the lead and saying and telling you, hey, I want us to work things out. Are you open to us having a conversation about it? You know what I mean? But that's just where I'm at in the whole scheme of things. And I don't know your business. So, Rosa, does Andrew miss me? Oh, sometimes. Hi, will I date an older man in my 20s? You're in your 20s and you're asking if you're going to date an older man. Is it really dating or is it like adult daycare? But, I mean, that all depends on what you want and what you're into, right? So if you're into older men, then do that. If you're not, then don't. But I will say this. If you're in your 20s and you date an older man, please note that sometimes older men will kind of try to take on that father figure role, and they'll try to like mold you these days, I guess they call it grooming, but they try to like mold you or to teach you like what you're supposed to do. Really, to me, it's just a form of like manipulation, but that's my own opinion. So just be aware of that dating someone way older than you, unless your manipulation game is up and you know exactly what to say and do to get that cash money, like if that's your whole, situation. But if you're like really trying to like be in a relationship with someone who's older, like just know that they may come off as like the father figure type and try to teach you how you're supposed to be, right? So keep in mind that you're on your own journey. And although this man may be giving you life tips or whatever, understand that it could cause for you to grow up too soon and to experience things that you may not need to experience at this time because it's just too soon for you, okay? Just keep that in mind. Gonzalo, if you're still here with us, you're asking, will my relationship work out and will you get married? I believe that this relationship is going to be a really, really good relationship, but it's one of those situations where this relationship is going to prepare you for the next one. And then in that next one, you're going to, like, have a really good marriage. Okay? That's not to say that in this first relationship you're not going to get married, but what I'm saying is that like there's a second relationship coming that's going to be like the best one. But you're going to have to go through the current one to kind of like iron out all the wrinkles. I guess a better way, a clarified way to say that is that there's going to be a lot of growth within you because of what you learn from your current relationship. And that's going to help you with the next one. Somebody asked if they were going to get their home or something, an apartment. And okay, there you go. Will I get my place the end of January? I'm being told to ask you, do you have enough money saved up for the deposit? Everything that you do is up to you. And what you're doing to make sure that you have what's necessary to move forward. All right, I answered the question about Brad. Someone's asking, is my life coming together? It's coming together the way that you want it to come together. You create your own reality. All of that is up to you. I would suggest that you ask for a sign. Like say, universe, if I'm on the right path, please send me XYZ, and they'll let you know. Asma, I did not get your question. Michelle, does my ex ever think of me? They always do. Nancy, will Jesse and I be in a relationship? It's kind of like best friends, but romantic. Is that weird? Christy, are me and Michael going to get married or have a baby? I don't see any of that. I don't see the marriage and I don't see the baby. Not with, Not with Michael. And that's not, and again, that's not to say that it's not going to happen. It's just I'm not being allowed to see that. Usually, and I'll be honest, like I don't ask, not that I don't ask, but I don't answer questions when it comes to like pregnancies and things like that. Only because it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking and it's not even me having the baby, right? But it's heartbreaking for me to see like when when I see that someone is going to like actively like miscarry, or like it's a false positive. Like that like that genuinely like breaks my heart. And although I know that it all happens for a reason, and maybe that child spirit wasn't ready to come into this world and all of that, but it's heartbreaking for me because I will feel like the emotions of the person who I'm telling this to. And I don't like feeling that. As an empath, I don't like feeling that. And there's just some things that I choose to protect myself from. So, again, Christy, it is not to say that you are not going to get married to Michael, and I am not saying that you are not going to have a baby. I just do not see that. Okay? So I just hope that you understand. Okay. Ari, thank you so much for the follow. You guys, thank you so much for all these likes. I really appreciate that. And thank you for sharing this live. Oh wait, where's Ari? Will Tyler text me soon? I think you should just text Tyler. Stop waiting. Don't play the game. Right? Play go out and get what you want. Like play chess, not checkers. All right? She said he's not lazy. LOL, promise he works almost 24/7. I saw a flash of light over here. Is me and my baby's father gonna have a good relationship? I think it's something that you guys are gonna have to work at, and know that it's for the baby. Someone just said something crazy. I gotta find it so I can block them. Because that was ridiculous. Okay. Alright, y'all. If I have answered a question for you and you're still here on the live, please consider leaving a donation. You can go to my profile and leave your donation via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. It's all an energy exchange, people. It's all an energy exchange. All right. And you guys, if you're new here, my name is Danae, not Mama, not Sis. I'm still going through my comments. I'm trying to find like a really good one to answer. And I say that because my energy is getting low. So I want to make sure that I don't like completely deplete myself. That's so weird. Okay. Raj, will my finances improve next year? I believe that your finances will improve if you get I see that a budget needs to be made and that your mindset around money needs to be changed. But I'll also say this. I think in general, the economy, like for the world, is just going to change. So financially, things like in theory could get better for you if you're just doing better with managing what you have. Okay? All right. Kara, will I be a stepmom to my boyfriend's kids? Do you want to be a stepmom? I'll tell you this. It is hard being a stepmother to your boyfriend's kids when you don't have children. It's really difficult. You're really going to have to figure out if that's what you want to do. And if their mother is still living, you need to figure out do you want to deal with her for as long as you're with this man? Are you guys planning on getting married? Things that I would suggest that you ask him if you don't already know, but is he able to financially support you all's relationship and I don't know if he has to pay child support, but if he has to pay child support, is he able to pay child support and be able to provide for you and you all's household if you guys are planning on getting married? And is he going to be able to provide for any children that you all may have? These are serious questions that you need to ask, especially if you don't have any kids and you're thinking about marrying somebody who does. It can be a very it can be difficult. I'm not even gonna lie, it can be difficult. Peter, will you be in a serious relationship soon? Um, okay. So it's not that you're not going to be in a serious relationship soon, but there's going to be some changes that are needed on your end when it comes to how you treat the people that you're in a relationship with. So I would suggest to you that you learn about the different love languages. And when you start dating people, one of the first questions that you need to ask them is what is their love language, and have that discussion with them and make sure that you're going to be able to speak to them in their love language and vice versa. But this is really about you and how you deal with things within, how you have dealt with things in your past relationships. All right. Tara, does Prince have feelings for me? You're welcome. Um, I think his feelings for himself are stronger than the feelings that he has for you. They may not be in the place where you want them to be, but they're there. Prince is just more, I don't know. It's kind of like, and I don't know how old this person is, but they're very much like in their ego, and they think they do the things that they want to do all the time, or at least they express that. Or it's kind of like, and I'm not saying that Prince is a toddler or a child or anything like that, but what I am saying is that Prince loves some Prince. Does that make sense? And Prince wants to do what Prince wants to do, and he thoroughly enjoys you, but he just really really loves himself. That's it. So for this time being, while Prince is going through this like ego phase, you just have to be okay with being like second. Unless there's something going on where like Prince is hurting, then it's like you're being ran to for what's the word? Not consultation. Not consolidation. Consoling? I think that's the word. Yeah. So for for you to like console and nurture. That's what I'm getting. It's a weird it's an interesting vibe that I'm picking up. If you guys are just joining, just leave your questions, and I will answer them as they come along. I'm just going in order. Well, right now I'm kind of just jumping around because my energy is getting low. Robin, will I be set up on a date, or will I meet my special someone on my own? I don't know if this necessarily applies to you, but what I saw is someone going on a date and then meeting somebody else while they're on the date. So that is possibly what could happen for you. Yeesus, if you have a question, just ask your question. Am I going to receive a lot of money in December? I don't. I don't see that happening. It's like, it's not a blockage. It's not like a stop payment. It's just kind of like, maybe you thought you were, but it doesn't come until later. I don't know how to explain it to you. I'm sorry. Well, and then let me also say, a lot of money to you may not be defined the same way, may not be defined the same as me. But what I am being shown is that there's some type of blockage in the money flow. So what you may have been expecting isn't what you necessarily get. It'll come later. It's weird. It's like a 60, 90 day, 30, 60, 90 like type of payment. I don't, if that resonates with you, let me know. I could be totally wrong and could be like looking at something else or being shown something else. Yes. Okay, so is that, so if that resonates with you, okay. So then that's kind of like what's going to happen. All right? Hope that was able to help you. Just budget your money like, you know, accordingly. I'm hearing that gospel song, Get Your House in Order. You're welcome. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm exhausted. Like, it's heavy all in my shoulders right now. So I gotta go, like, cleanse all this energy off of me. If you asked me a question, I am so sorry that I did not get to answer your question tonight. However, I do offer one-on-one readings with people. You can go to my profile and you can schedule an appointment with me tonight for, you know, later on in the week or next week. But yeah, if you enjoyed these readings, please please subscribe to my TikTok. I also, I do post the replays of my TikTok lives on my YouTube channel, which is the Sacred Lotus Temple. You can find all of that good information in my profile as well. If you have been rocking with me for a while, I just want to just share with you guys that I have reconstructed my YouTube channels. So I have removed Elohim Tarot, and I put it all in the Sacred Lotus Temple, so you can get that information there. So yeah, this live I will repost probably sometime tomorrow. But you can find it there. And then I'm gonna work on a schedule for when I come on live, like hopefully twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. So you guys, please remember to follow me on TikTok and to turn on your notifications for when I go live. Okay? All right, you guys. Again, I am so sorry if I was not able to answer all of you all's questions, but right now I do need to get some rest, okay? As always, I love you and have a great evening or day, morning, wherever you're at in the world. All right. Love you guys. Bye.